What is up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we are going to talk about two games that came out recently. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and we're just going to kind of give our thoughts and impressions on this game, like what we liked, what we don't like, and kind of what's kind of iffy and neutral about it so far. So with that being said, let's go right into it, starting with the neutrals. I can really only think of one, and it is the Pokeball Plus. This little controller is one of the best controllers, like, specific to a game I've ever had. Like, it is very comfortable. It's very cool to use. It grants
very well,
a whole new level of immersion. Yeah, and it works really well. My only complaint is that in-game, there's not an option to remap the buttons. There are only two buttons on this thing, if you don't know. There's a top button, and then the stick is, you click it, and it's a button. And you click the stick for A on damn near everything. And, like, the top button is B, or brings up the menu. You shake it for Y. It's pretty cool, but I just wish you could swap A to be the top button, because there are so many instances in battling where I'm going to select this attack and I try to click the stick, but then I hit up and it goes to another attack, and I end up like you know trying to poison a poison type Pokemon or something like that, something that has no effect whatsoever, and it just kind of irks me a little bit. But other than that,
it's great.
This thing is amazing. Plus, it works as a Pokemon Go Plus for Pokemon Go. Like, you can just, you can put your Pokemon Let's Go Pokemon in it, walk it like the Pokewalker from Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
Yeah, earn experience, find items. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then you can link it up to Pokemon Go, spin Pokestops, catch Pokemon with it. It's absolutely amazing. Plus, the battery life is pretty damn good on this little thing.
Oh, and when you have to charge it, you plug it in and it makes the Pokemon Center noise. So that's fun.
They really spend a lot of time crafting this for the big Pokemaniacs out there, and it is great for 99% of it. The button mapping is that's the only thing I can complain about, and that even feels kind of like nitpicking. So, moving from that to the strictly negative about this game, it's another thing similar to that. The controller options, for the most part, are roughly good. You can do left Joy-Con, right Joy-Con, Pokeball Plus, or handheld mode. In handheld mode, you hold the Switch, you control it as if you would any game, and it works pretty well. Catching is a little odd, because you have to
it's my favorite one.
Use the gyroscope or use the left stick to aim the camera.
Yeah.
And then you just hit A and they lob it out like a perfect throw almost every time. But the biggest part about that is, if there is the handheld version of it, why is there not a Pro Controller option? It has the same gyroscope that it can do that, because like you could aim your bow in Breath of the Wild that way, and it just, I don't know, it's just a little odd. The system you can play anywhere and use any controller on has limited controller options for certain games.
Another not super big negative, but another negative is the Safari Zone being replaced with the Go Park. I like the Go Park. Go Park is cool, but I miss the Safari Zone. Safari Zone was a lot of fun.
It was awesome.
Yeah, because you could have easily had both, because there was all those like buildings and like Safari Zone exhibits in Fuchsia City. You could just put a building there for the Go Park and then have Safari Zone be another one.
There were little islands that didn't do anything before, and now you could put like the park on it.
Yeah, but that being said, they do have ways that you can get the Safari Zone exclusive Pokemon in other places. Like, for example, Kangaskhan are walking around the rock tunnel, so you can actually get them a lot earlier in game than if the Safari Zone was
I caught a Chansey on just some route. I don't remember what route. She was just there. I was like, hey, what's up? Lobbed a ball at her and she's mine now.
Yeah, like, this is probably just me as an older gamer. I don't like the catch to level up thing. Like, some people love it. I'm just not a big fan of it.
I mean,
I like fighting them. I think it's more fun.
To me, it just cuts out an extra step. I mean, overall, I like fighting them better. But
yeah, like, if I get a new move, I don't want to try it out on a trainer. I'd rather try it out on a wild Pokemon and see what it does.
Yeah,
like
I do miss battling to catch them, using false swipe and putting them to sleep and whatever.
Yeah, like a lot of the techniques and strategy is missing out of this game.
Yeah, overall, I don't mind it too bad.
It's like Daniel said earlier, it's a nitpicky thing. I'm not a big fan of that.
At least the big ones, you still have to battle. Like, if we just found Mewtwo and just started lobbing Pokeballs at it, that would have been a little disheartening. But you have to still battle him. And even Snorlax, you have to still fight him, so...
Yeah, big encounters are still encounters. They're not just catch Pokemon. And that's really good to see that it's not completely just making it super easy.
Yeah,
which
I hadn't made it that far, and so I thought you did that with them too. That's good to know.
But that's a good segue. So, to move into our positives. So we're going to stop being negative.
Always want to end positive.
Get with the positives. Yeah. And one of my favorite things about the game, because it was one of my biggest fears, is that the difficulty is pretty easy to tailor to how you want to play. I mean, you level up by catching Pokemon, so if you don't want to get over-leveled...
Yeah, catch what you need.
Catch what you need,
Move
and
on.
then avoid the Pokemon. And I do it all the time, and I actually had a pretty difficult and strategic battle against Lieutenant Surge.
I almost lost to Misty because I thought I could just roll up in there with my one electric type and kick the crap out of her, but no. Yeah. She gave me a little more run for my money than I was expecting, so it's not...
I did the opposite. I accidentally way over-leveled because I was like level 15 when I fought Brock.
He's having a cakewalk, and we're having... I mean, it's not the hardest game.
No, it's not.
Pokemon hasn't been hard for a long time, and if you don't sit there and grind and catch everything like Aaron accidentally did, then you can have just about as much challenge as any Pokemon game. So overall, that's a big positive that it doesn't have to be super easy baby game the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another big positive would be that any Pokemon can follow behind you. And they have their own unique animations for it.
I've been waiting for
that
since
absolutely
Gold
incredible.
and Silver.
My favorite that I've seen so far is how Kangaskhan puts you on his shoulders and Pikachu hops in the pouch with a little baby. I mean, I like them grabbing onto Snorlax's
I think that's my favorite.
Hanging on.
I think my favorite's Machamp. Just strong arms, both of them.
Yeah, the riding Pokemon, while in practice I don't like it too much because mostly I think it's too fast, I like the fact that I can. Riding across everything on the back of an Arcanine is absolutely incredible.
It's also worth noting that this does replace the bike because the bike is now just a guy that collects them, and he's like, you can't ride or take one, so you have to ride a Pokemon to move fast.
So you can look at it.
But, like, riding Arcanine is really fast, but the flying Pokemon is, like, a way to get around so fast because they fly over everything.
Buildings
it's
included.
Amazing. And it's just one of those things that leads into another positive. The attention to detail in this game is so... It's there.
Yeah,
and there's so much of it. Like, one of my favorite things I've noticed is whenever Pokemon that you're battling, they have their own unique animations, like Primeape is sitting there just like, ready to fight. And then once his health gets in the red, he's like bobbing along, and then he's like getting exhausted, so he's bobbing along like slower. Mm-hmm. And whenever he falls asleep, he's also doing it like in his sleep, which is weird and hilarious. And it's just small things like that just get me. I love it so much.
I don't know if this is part of attention to detail or not, but I really like seeing the Pokemon in the overworld. I am a huge fan of that. It makes the world feel a lot more alive.
It really does.
And it makes it feel like that's actually just like a habitat, and not you wander through grass and finding a 10-foot tall rock snake.
Yeah. And it makes it a lot easier to find the Pokemon you're looking for.
Yeah, it's a time
That
saver.
is true.
It's a quality of life improvement that Pokemon, I think, has been needing for years. And hopefully Gen 8 follows suit with the overworld Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
I would hope they do a mix.
Yeah, maybe
mix would be fine
have
with
the
me.
smaller ones hiding in the grass, like Caterpie or whatever is hiding in the grass.
Yeah,
but
maybe the rare ones are like a random encounter type of thing.
giant,
But that
10
way you're
foot
not
tall Pokemon can't hide in the grass kind of thing.
That way you're not just overwhelmed with Rattatas. And going with the quality of life things, there are some little tweaks that I'm really enjoying on this, like the being able to rename your Pokemon at any time.
That's amazing. You don't have to find some
It's very useful.
that does it for you.
Yeah.
Pokemon box in your backpack.
But those are just a few things we like, don't like, and kind of are meh about with Pokemon Let's Go. Overall, we like it. We like it a lot.
Really good game.
Would highly recommend it. If you're a Pokemon fan, go for it. If you're looking to get into the Pokemon series and haven't yet for some reason, go for it. If you have a Switch,
definitely.
go for it. Just get this game. It's fun. You won't regret it. Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Bro Trio.